right, welcome back. 425. I was planning on only going to go with Mr. Lindell here until 4:30, but we're going to extend this to 4:45. Tim, is that okay with you? Can you stick around with us?
Absolutely, Eddie.
Okay, that'd be great. Hey, I'd like for you to kind of go through Kristen Cole's press release a little bit, if you could. Make some points maybe that you've thought about. I know this has just taken place, kind of breaking news here at KBYR, but is anything that you've been able to curse her so far that's raised attention to you?
Well, there's a couple things that really jump out at me, and I'm kind of going back and forth between Daniel's preliminary report that was leaked and the press release by Ms. Cole. And one huge thing that jumps out is that Daniel tries to imply that because Ms. Cole was appointed to some state boards by the governor, she's on the Board of Agriculture and Conservation, Royalty Oil and Gas, and on the Creamery Board, that somehow that she's expecting to get some kind of reward from the governor in return for setting up this legal defense fund. Well, when we do some digging and we look at Ms. Cole's press release, it turns out that these boards that she's serving on are completely volunteer positions, and she hasn't taken a dime from them. She's even been entitled to take travel, per diem costs. She hasn't taken anything from these boards. She's just served on them out of a spirit of public service. And
trust me, Kristen Cole's a real estate agent. There's a lot of time you spend on those boards. I've done it myself. They cost you money. When you were sitting on a board, you could have been doing a home transaction. You know what I mean? And so she could probably write up that Kristen Cole could actually document that serving on some of these voluntary boards cost her money. I know. I've done it.
Exactly. Yeah, and like I said, she's even turned down money that she was legally entitled to, and but despite all this, Daniel puts in his report that that because of this relationship, that a reasonable person would think that there was something shady going on here because Ms. Cole wanted to set up a fund to help the governor, and what this causes me to think is well, why shouldn't we turn around that same standard and point it at Mr. Daniel, who wrote this report, and see what a reasonable person would think there.
All right.
And the fact is that Mr. Daniel works for a firm that officially represents the Democratic Party.
We're also going
and as a matter of fact, Mr. Daniel himself has donated heavily to Democratic causes.
In fact, we come back on the bottom of the hour. I want you to walk through the connection of Miss Chapman, I believe her name is, and the law firm, and they're connected, and how the relationship with the reporter and Miss Chapman have been continuous, and the relationship between this investigator and the Democrat Party and Barack Obama have been continuous. Let's go to the phones.
Absolutely, there's a lot of connections here, right, that the mainstream media just hasn't touched.
Right. Let's go to David on line one. David, welcome to the program.
Hi, Eddie. I'm wondering if this guy that wrote the report, I believe he's a lawyer, isn't he?
Yes.
It's a confidential report, and he's been speaking publicly about it, hasn't he?
I'm not
sending out press releases.
I'm not certain of that. I'm alleging. I don't know for sure, but we're going to talk about this when we come back from the bottom of the hour. But I think Kim Chapman.
If he can get this barred.
I think Kim Chapman.
I think he deserves it.
I think Kim Chapman got a hold of this report and released it. I don't know.
And if that's the case, if it's a confidential report, and it's put that way, then this person should be sued for the price of the report because it's lost its confidentiality. It's not a value as a confidential report anymore.
David, I agree with you. We got to find the truth of that. Ivana, let's go to line 2 quickly. Let's try to sneak Ivana in here. I don't want people to have to hold. Ivana, go.
It's rumored that there's going to be another ethics complaint against the Governor Sarah Palin for serving sloppy joes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, down at the weekend. Yeah, the picnic this weekend. That's true. Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah, that Sloppy Joe is a liberal. That he's taking such offense to this that he's going to be running down there with Andre McLeod.
Yeah. All right, we got to bounce. I got to hit this break. It's a hard break, folks. I'll be right back with Tim Lindell, conservativeforpalin.com. Look him up. Read the stuff. You'll like it.